Welcome back, guys, in another episode of the Need for Speed Hit, and we'll actually look at yet another build. Like every day, I'm trying to bring to you a review of one car, and you can see is it actually worth buying or not. And today, I will have a treat for probably quite big group of people in the world who love VWs, and will be building VW Golf. But I'm still repeating myself. Should we start with a review of Golf Mark 1 or the newer GTI? Where is newer GTI 7th generation Golf? But for the first video, I think we'll start with the old one, the Mark 1, the classic one. And tomorrow we'll look at the newer version of GTI. This one basically is half price. It's proper pocket rocket, and back in the day it was basically affordable to most of people, and it was quick, nice, great looking at the time, and it was cheap to buy in comparison to supercars. It was affordable and quick to a certain degree. Obviously, after that you had Civics, CRXs, which beat them in price and performance, but we don't go into the history of this at the moment. We'll concentrate on this VW Golf. We'll see what we can do with this car, and is it actually any good, or is it complete a coin sink and it's not worth spending money on. As a stock car, drives as expected, very predictable, but in terms of performance, what type of monster we can create from it. Then we'll look at the performance first. Then we're starting with, as a base, we have 4-cylinder 1.6 engine, which back in the day with 110 horsepower, it was a monster and was accelerating just under 9 seconds, not to 60, which in 76 in Europe it was stupidly quick for little hatchback. We can have 2.4 flat 6, which we are not interested. I will not waste your time here. We can have one coal engine, what would be interesting to do. And the top engine is 2.5 flat 4, but this guy gives us potential of 698, 760. Then we have engine who gives us the biggest potential is this 2.8 flat 6, and we'll take this only because it does give us the highest potential and costs only 81,000 coins, which is a bonus, and after that crankshaft for 31. Then this car should not cost you more than 400,000 coins fully loaded. Then that's not too shabby, I would say. I like the cost of it, and we can have fun in it, because all of those parts cost us 150. Turbocharger, it's 60,000, isn't it? Yes. Then we have about 200,000 right now. We need some decent nitros for 31. Suspension, which will cost us 7,500. Obviously we wish a track suspension. We need decent brakes because this car will accelerate so rapidly that this will be nobody's business. And now we just need a track tires. Drag tires give us much higher score, but we don't want that. We want track tires. A drivetrain, we just need decent clutch for this car. Gearbox, obviously the top gearbox. We don't have great power, but we'll have great high speed and good acceleration here, which should be enough to prove the point that this is the car for us. It does not generate stupid amount of horsepower like most of our cars did, but it does give you a massive acceleration and massive high speed. Only because, and I will tell you a trick, guys, in real life, it's actually light, and it's cheaper to make light car quick than heavy car quick, because you don't need to do much with it. We'll go with standard JDM style bonnet with a cover up front. we wish... No, this is from Golf 2. We don't really wish this car to look like Golf Mark II. In terms of bumpers, we don't want chrome here. But we wish bumper like that. I like this one. In terms of splitter, oh, now we can actually go and remove snow from the roads. Definitely will be not using that. I do like this version. It's refined, or we'll keep it classical. We'll don't make change to the front end, or no, we'll keep it classic. I like the classic look. And in terms of headlights, we wish them clear as well. In terms of grille, I didn't like that one. Fenders, what we can do with fenders? We can have whole forge kit here. Fender and skirts. We'll take that. Because we wish to make this car look madly white. And we wish to have a wide arches. I like those. I like those the most. We'll see what we can have in terms of rear bumper. We could have this classical bumper. I think this will look cool. In terms of diffuser, we don't want diffuser. It will look silly. In terms of exhaust, we need to have double because it's German and they love stuff like that. In terms of trunk, that was so popular in 80s. We cannot not have this on our back. And in terms of spoiler, it's only one version and we'll take it because why not? I know it looks ridiculous, but we'll take it. In terms of text, we'll call this GTI because it's a first ever Volkswagen GTI made, and we'll do Palm City as the name. And rear lights, we'll dim them slightly. I think that's actually good choice. Mirrors, are we leaving the classic mirrors? Yes, we'll leave the classic mirrors on. In terms of rims, we need to find something. JDM Wharf, and we want those deep dish BBSs on this car. And now it's only question about the size of those. Do we wish them smaller or bigger? We wish them smaller. We definitely want them smaller, and we wish a stretched tires on this car. Now, in terms of brakes, we cannot really see them, but we'll put them on. Calipers, again, we cannot really see them, but we'll have Brembos there. And we'll move on to the rear ones. This is so annoying that you cannot do both at the same time. Where are our BBSs? Yep, thank you. Those are the most classical, and you saw probably so many in real life of those Volkswagens on those specific rims that it's ridiculous. And this is the reason why they will land in our build as well, because they are just ultimately well known for it. Then we'll have a stretched tires. Great job. Then we have everything actually done from this effect, but we wish to work on the stance. We definitely need to lower this baby, put a bit of negative camber on both front and rear. We'll save this because we like how this car sits now. Nitros will be blue, and tire smoke will be pink because why not? I don't know why I'm choosing pink, but we'll take pink. And underglow will be green and yellow. And in terms of paint, we will look what community actually done with this car. Have they done anything? I actually saw this car in real life, to be honest. Where it is? This one. I saw this Golf in real life, and I think this looks cool, and we'll take it because it's very classical, fits the theme of our build. And now we will move to the race number 1 and see what's up. Okay, and we are in the NASCAR circuit. For a start, we have those lovely headlights where one is on, second one is off. It does look mean. This car is so beautiful. I like how it turns out. And in terms of speed, it's insane when I drove here. It does accelerate so rapidly that it's just insane. Look at this, guys. What this little Golf doing here. And how it grips, you know, it just holding off. And now I messed up, obviously. But how this car actually holding on the speed. How quickly it is, you know, for one of the cheapest cars in the game. And it does not grip any longer. It just let go on top. And I needed to help myself with a bit of handbrake, because otherwise we would hit the barrier. But if you corner correctly, you're losing grip here as well. You know, turning circle, it's not that great. It will actually understeer on higher speeds like most of these light build cars, but up to that moment it's very good. Then maybe it's not the best for NASCAR circuit. It's still not bad. Look, we actually are on the first position here, but obviously we're losing a lot of time because we need to brake. But in Sonic Race, I think this car actually can be really good until it cannot turn on higher speeds, because if this car will be unable to turn, then this will be massive bust. But I hope this will be not the case, and this car will actually handle really well, and we will be able to show the crowd that the cheapest cars in this game are competitive and you can have fun with them. They are not just a filler of the game or startup cars, and after that you forget about them, but in the end game you can still have fun using them. Then this is what we're trying to prove here, guys, that those cars are still usable and we can still have fun with them. Then I'm interested what time we had here. 1 minute 40. Yeah, then we are in this region of 130, 140. Obviously, if this car would handle a bit better in terms of having bigger turning circle, will be much better. But you cannot have everything. Then we'll move to race number 2, guys. We'll see, guys. Is this Golf good at Sonic? Again, everything up to 3 minutes 10 seconds is good. Everything above could be better, but obviously this could be due to my driving as well. Then please don't take this as a final cut, but we'll see what are the feelings in terms of driving this car on proper race, on not on oval, but on the proper race with a couple of corners. It's still a high speed race. It's not requiring from cars being very agile, but they need to be able to make those vital few quick turns where, for example, RSR struggled, and because it was trying to kill me on every single corner, while for example one of the supercars, hypercars, did not wish to turn whatsoever, and I will need to use handbrake everywhere. And we'll see, is this Golf actually any better than on any of those aspects than cars which we tested. And up to this moment, although I need to use handbrake in order to go into those sharp corners, or I could brake beforehand, but I don't like to do that. I prefer to use handbrake. I think it looks better. I know it's harming my time, but I prefer to use handbrake. This is one of the things what I like to do in this game. And I don't care that I'm losing probably about second each time when I'm doing it, and a lot of speed, but you know, it's something what I tend to do. And we'll see, is this car actually good for us? For the time being, experience is good. This car actually feels really good. It feels like proper German manufacturing. Basically drives well, handles well, accelerates not too bad. Top speed over 200 miles per hour. That's good enough for me. Could get there a bit quicker, to be honest, because I feel like our hypercar has been getting to that 200 miles per hour mark much quicker than this lovely little Golf. But still, if you will do with friends like retro racing and you will look for something quick, that might be a choice for you if you don't like too twitchy backend. Because if you like fun cars in terms of rear wheel drives, you have so many American muscles which I adore, and I would definitely just for a fun factor pick, because I prefer those than German cars. But if you are a fan of German cars, don't feel afraid of getting one of those bad boys, because although I made mistake again, this is like every single time on this corner I'm using nitros, and after that I'm getting outside of the track because it's massive bend. I'll never learn, guys, and I'm very sorry for this. But this car actually feels really well. I really like how this car drives, and we might have actually very good time here, to be honest, if I would not make that mistake. We are under 3 minutes and 3 seconds, which it's very unexpected. I did not expect that this car will be so quick. It does not feel that quick, but it is that quick. That's fun fact of the day. This car is stupidly quick around this track. Then I hope this concludes it, guys. It looks good. It's very quick. It have good time on the Sonic racetrack, and hopefully you will enjoy this video and you enjoyed it. If you did, leave the like and please subscribe to my channel for more videos from the Need for Speed Heat and other games. But for now, guys, take care.